Materials, metals and non-metals, let us study the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Like physically, these also behave differently in their chemical nature. So, how do they behave with different chemical reagents? Let us study. Number 1, reaction with oxygen. Metals react with oxygen to form basic oxides which form bases when dissolved in water. For example, magnesium is a metal. On reaction with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Mg is the symbol of magnesium and O2 is oxygen gas. So Mg plus O2 gives twice MgO. This is the balanced chemical equation. And when this magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, magnesium hydroxide is obtained, which is a base. This can be checked experimentally also, like when we dip red litmus paper into magnesium hydroxide solution, it turns blue, which is the property of bases. All the bases turn red litmus blue. So in general, metallic oxides are basic in nature. On the other hand, non-metals react with oxygen to form acidic oxides which form acids when dissolved in water. For example, sulfur on combustion with air or on reaction with oxygen forms sulfur dioxide, which when dissolved in water forms sulfurous acid H2SO3. And in its name itself it is saying acid. So sulfurous acid is acidic in nature and it again can be checked through litmus paper test. It turns blue litmus red, which is the property of acids. So in general, oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Number 2, reaction with water. Metals react with water to form their oxides or hydroxides. On the other hand, generally non-metals do not react with water. Metals react with acids to produce salt along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Whereas non-metals do not react with acids except sulfur, which reacts with hot concentrated acids. Similarly, reaction with bases. Most of the metals do not react with bases, and reaction of non-metals with bases are quite complex. Now things to remember about metals and non-metals. Phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. It catches fire if exposed to air. To prevent the contact of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. Actually, the storage in water decreases the ignition temperature of phosphorus. Then sodium metal is very reactive. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water, and a lot of heat is generated in this reaction. It is therefore stored in kerosene oil. Not only sodium, but potassium is also a highly reactive metal and is stored in kerosene oil. One new term is rusting. Rusting is the red or orange coating that forms on the surface of iron when exposed to air and moisture, and iron is the best example of rusting. During the rusting of iron, the metal combines slowly with the oxygen of air in the presence of moisture to form a compound called iron oxide. This iron oxide is rust. You can see the reaction also. Fe is the symbol of iron. So Fe on reaction with O2, oxygen, in presence of water, that is H2O, forms hydrated iron oxide, FeOH whole thrice. This is also known as ferric hydroxide. Now, displacement reaction is a chemical. Now, displacement reaction. Displacement reaction is a chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound. For example, when zinc granules are added to copper sulfate solution, these displace copper from its sulfate solution and form zinc sulfate, and copper metal is formed. Since zinc is more reactive than copper, therefore zinc can replace a less reactive metal, that is copper. During this reaction, you can also see that blue colored copper sulfate solution becomes colorless due to the formation of zinc sulfate. So, a more reactive metal can displace a less reactive metal, but a less reactive metal of any compound cannot displace a more reactive metal from its salt solution. For example, we can see the reactivity of few metals like zinc is most reactive among iron, copper and zinc, then iron, and least reactive among these three is copper. Zinc is more reactive than copper and iron metal. So iron displaces copper from its solution, therefore copper is less reactive than iron. Copper does not displace any metal, therefore it is the least reactive. Now at last, uses of metals and non-metals. Let us first see the uses of metals. Metals are used in making machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, etc. And many more uses of metals are there. Then uses of non-metals. Non-metal is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing. That is nothing but air, which is a mixture of so many non-metals like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and oxygen is very essential for all the living, for human beings as well as animals. Then non-metals are used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants like phosphorus. Non-metal is used in purification process of water. This you will study in higher classes. Non-metal used in the purple colored solution which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic. And also non-metals are used in the manufacture of crackers. Thank you.